Everybody, and today I'm going to show you guys the game that I played to get to 1900, just to come rapid for the first time. Um, I don't know if I'm proud of this game because my opponent played very badly. I also played some mistakes, but I think that, you know, I think my mistakes are something you can learn from, right? So my opponent played the Albin counter gambit. Not an opening I know. Um, I don't even know that taking this pawn is best. I remember playing a game at school, and there was like a guy that I played against, and he took this pawn, and I was like, I got a really good position in that game. It was basically like, I just played d4, I played knight c3, I played knight f3, and I have an extra pawn, and then I played the move d4. I know this is the line, and I know the only thing I know is that e3 you're not supposed to play because of this move, and then there's like this crazy line. I don't remember the line; it was something like this or something like that. And then king e2 you unarmed knight. I think there was something like this. That's like the trap, right? But um, I knew that Drap, so I played knight f3. He played knight c6, and I played bishop f4, which is actually an inaccuracy. I won't delve into this right now, but bishop f4 just looks really natural. But it's just a target. So he played knight e7. I think this is kind of one of those games where the way that you win in chess is not by just memorizing a bunch of moves. So my opponent memorized this idea of playing knight e7, knight g6, which I did. I knew about the idea, just didn't really remember that he could play this idea in this opening. And then I play the movie 3, which just walks right into his idea. He played h6, and here I made a mistake. I played the move bishop g5. Apparently here, the thing that I was a little bit annoyed by is that I can never take this pawn. Like knight takes, queen takes, pawn takes, knight takes, or so I played bishop g5. And the idea is very, very simple. f6, take, and I just go right back. I just trade a bunch of pawns, and now his kingside is ruined. But this is not the right way to go. Apparently, here in this position, I should play. What should I play? I should have played a3, and then bishop g4. Probably. Let's see. Yeah, just 92, just playing this position. But I'm gonna lose my pawn in the center because he has pressure with the bishop, with the knights in the center. The knight, bishop is always attacked. So bishop f4 is a bad move. Okay, that's what I learned from this. So we traded. I moved my bishop back, and he took an f4. I don't think this is the best move because why would you take my bishop? But okay, I took the bishop. I took with the pawn, and he played bishop g4. Already is not the right move. He should have went for this check instead. And then here he can play maybe. Okay, he can actually just go here. Yeah. Okay, so bishop g4 is the move he played, and I just play h3. I should have played bishop d3 here. And he moved the bishop here, and again he has to go here, and 92, there's like d3 ideas and stuff, and I'm destroyed. So, all of this is like, I'm never gonna get this position again because I'm not gonna play bishop 4, I'm gonna go here, apparently. This is the better move. But anyways, what ends up happening is that I play h3, he plays bishop f5, and we just get an endgame. So, I play the move bishop b3, and he plays queen e7, and I thought I blundered, because if I block with a queen, he takes my bishop, and if I block with the queen, if I block with the bishop, he plays d3. So I have to play king f1. And the engine system is fine. I kind of also agreed because during the game I thought I blundered because I didn't explicitly calculate this line, but the engine likes it, so it's probably good. He took on d3, I took back with the queen, not obviously the best move, obviously. This helped me get the queen out, he castles, and I play e3. A very simple idea. I thought I was probably better, but I also thought the game was probably around equal. But a3 I think is just a nice move. The idea is I can in some positions play b4, but the idea is just to stop knight b4 and d6. Like knight b4, I am doing queen away, and like d6 is very annoying, so I just play 3. He plays queen e6, doesn't do much. I just bring my knight to the game, and he moves the queen again, like look at this. So I'm thinking here, the position is probably around equal if he plays very accurately, and he develops all his pieces. And my only sort of downside in the position is that I don't have any development. Also, my king might be a little bit weak over here, but if he ever plays h5, I always go h4. So He plays queen e6, knight d2, queen d6, I just play g3. There's no weaknesses. He plays queen c5, which just helps me. I just play b4. He moves his queen away. I move my king to g2, trying to bring my h1 rook to the game. He plays bishop h6, and here I blunder. A tactic. I go knight h4, missing bishop to f4. Yeah, obviously, I mean, anything else would have been much better here. Like, just bring the knight here, running to take this pawn. The engine doesn't even want to defend it. And I can bring my other pieces to the game, take this pawn, play b4, c4, a4, a5. Maybe even consider to go g4 and f5 to try and close down that side of the board, though I have to be very careful of h5. But I play h4 and I completely miss bishop f4. And here I was slightly evaluating here, but obviously that just loses a piece. So I play queen f3, and we just get an endgame. Like, we just get a position. The end doesn't like it. And I agree. Here it's actually a very difficult position for me. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna outplay him from this endgame. I'm just gonna get a position, right? I play knight f3, which is not the best move. Here I should have went here, which I agree this is probably the best move, but I wanted to play for a win. I wanted to play for a win, right? I went here. I'm pressuring the pawn, but the main point is that I'm kind of stopping knight e5 because I take it. It just doesn't agree with this. I play f5 and I play f3. I was like, hit me, do something. I thought, you know, these pawns are just weak, right? And he played e4, which is not the best move. Here he has to play d6. And I thought, you know what, this pawn's a little bit weak. And it is weak. I can go here, and then let's see what the engine thinks. Actually, can I, like, exit the game review and actually look at the engine lines? No, I cannot. That is so stupid. Okay, now he can go here, actually. Yeah, and if take here, that looks a little bit fishy. It just takes him. Oh my god, there we go. Yeah, the point is that after f3, e4 is a blunder, he has to go here, and now I'm just much worse. Yeah, and it recommends to go c5, solidifying the structure, but now we can go here, bring the other rook to the game. That's just not good. So here, obviously, I should have just brought a rook to the game, or done literally anything else. So he takes, he takes with the rook, and I go here. And now I realize that he has just a weak pawn on d4, and I have to be better. So he goes here, I go here, he takes on c4, I take on d3. Okay, now it's just an equal position, so pretty annoying. We get an equal position, but I am better because I have a 2-on-1, and he has a 3-on-2, which is harder to convert. Basically, it's harder to queen those pawns. And also his king is a little bit cut off. So he plays for check, I move my king forward, he plays b6. Again, he's playing very weirdly. Like, obviously the idea is to go king b7, but you need to play actively, you need to play passionately, you know? I just played g4. Just usually when you want to queen pawns, you want to push this pawn, because if you go here, there's sometimes ideas for black to go here. In this case, it's just a target. Yeah, in this case, it's just a target, but the point is that this kind of pawn could restrict, so I just go g4, you know? Rook h2, king h2, I mean, rook h2 is a very weird move. And he goes back with the rook, and I just go h4, trying to just push a pawn. Apparently here, the best move is to bring my king. For some reason. Maybe the idea is just to go here and take the pawn. But this move is apparently a waste of time, because now black can play c5, which I kind of agree on. c5 is a pretty good move. If I go here, my pawns are a little bit weak. And if I take, he gets a very strong passed pawn. And if I go here, he just goes here. And, like, he just defends. Actually, wait. Here? Here, here. Oh, there's this move. Maybe. Yeah, then it's probably just boring equal. Okay, so he played a5, and I was thinking here for a little bit. I ended up taking. I didn't want to play b5 because then he could some point attack. I didn't really like any of the variations, so I take with a pawn, which is also not that much really here. You have to play the e5, which is actually extremely instructive. I really like b5, but he didn't play it, so that's really what matters. He took me. I played g5. He played rook e6. I didn't think this move made any sense because you're just stopping me from doing something. But the thing is, like, you can't stop me from pushing my pawns. You can't do that. You know, your pawn's just weak. And I play king f5, which is another mistake, which is insane. I mean, this game is obviously filled with mistake. Here I should go here, take, and I was thinking this endgame has to be equal, because no way I can, yeah, look at that. The engine is obviously saying this is equal. Oh, but maybe I have this move in this position. That is what the engine suggests. Did I see that? No, I play king f5 and he played king e7. Again, apparently c4 here is a drawing move. Because if I go here, he's going to play, let's see, he's going to take, and then he's going to play, he's just going to go and defend. So it's just a waste of time. I have to play g4 and h6, g6 and h6. So I play king f5, he plays king e7, and I go here. Now apparently I have to go here too, and basically play what I played in the game. Which is funny here, I was like, I'm just having the pawn on c5 removing. What can be a blunder with that? He plays king e7, I play king e5, and he blunders again. Here he apparently has to go for this check. With the idea to make this move with what? Here. And if I go here, he just goes back. And if I take with the rook, he goes, where the hell is, oh yes, this pawn's just hanging. So yeah, there's like tricks from my opponent. None of us saw it. He plays king e7, I play king d5, which is the only winning move. Rook a6, and I take the pawn on c5, which is okay. A4, rook c7, king f8, and you might think that I'm just gonna win smooth sailing, but there's rook h7, which actually is not the best move, because rook a5, king a6, rook g5, and this is a draw. King f6, I thought this was winning. But he plays the wrong move. Here I was thinking, if he goes here, I have to be winning. I mean, his king is on f8, and he's so passive. But he has this move. This move, rook g8. That king g8. And after I move my rook away, he can play this move. And it is equal. Probably. No, this is not equal. How is this equal? This is really weird. How he's just gonna move the rook? This is insanely passive. You can't just go here. Rook g4 is equal? How the hell is this equal? So apparently a h pawn against the king has to be a draw because his rook is always going to check. So for example, here, he's going to check. Sorry. He's going to check my king. He's going to check. And if I remove my king up, then he's going to move back. And there's no... Wait, but this has to be winning, right? Is this not winning? No. Apparently not. Yeah, I should really study those endgames, so it's really boring. But in this move, I traded rooks, and this is winning, and I calculate a very nice sequence. Try and pause the video, try to see if you guys can find it. Yeah, I just went out for the pawn, and I am actually one tempo winning. So like, if my opponent had one extra move, then the game would be a draw, but luckily, this is a mistake. Yeah, and I played a6, and my opponent resigned because I have much more than enough time to checkmate him. But I think the sort of and bishop f4, don't play bishop f4. I think bishop f4 is not even a bad move. But the thing is, like in this position, like there's bishop e4, and my king is not out of the center. So bishop f4, my bishop is a target. But yeah, I should really be studying this opening because this is something that I could face. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video.